most of us already know what iLearn Insight is. Now we need to make iLearn Insight better and better every day, rather than adding more and more functionality. I will add more and more functionality, but at the same time, I want to see it better and better. So for an example, this one, what it does, it shows you 79%. If you click on the calculation, it's very clearly, it will give you how that 79% has been calculated. Sorry, login in the last 7 days, it calculates the engagement. Then I am taking 50% of this, which comes out to be this one. It also look into all the past assignments, and it calculates how much is the submission rate and how much is the weighting for each of these, and how much weighting as of today, and which is the contributing value to this 79. So it calculates all of this and gives us the 50% of the total contribution value. Then I add this one and this one, as you can see over here, which makes 79.27%, which is rounded to 79%. So as you can see, it's very clearly, I try to mention how the calculation is done. So this is how it is done. Now, not all the units are same, so they might need to change this. So in that case, what I want in this session to go to the settings and change the way you think the unit engagement should be for your unit. So by default, it takes out login activity as a 50%, on-time submission as a 50%, and they need to log in at least one time within 7 days as they have logged in. And gradebook item, there are two things. One is you can put conditional gradebook outcome as well as not submission, right? So by default, I didn't put anything over here. If anyone wants to put, you can change all these conditions, saying that, okay, I consider a student is engaged if they get a certain marks for this quiz, right? So that you can say, okay, I want like these students to get more than 10, then I consider he's engaged with my unit. So as you can see, I made it more flexible. Now it's time, I think, to use this. So this session, I would emphasize more, if we don't change everything, at least we change the last column over here to say that out of all these assignments, which are the assignment is actually more important for this unit and should contribute to the engagement. If everyone can change this one and to put a more realistic value to all this in this column, I will be very happy. So as you can see, from the setting, you can set whatever you like to see your engagement over here. And last of all, details. Details will give you for individual students how they are performing. So it calculates the same thing, but for individual students. And the good thing about this one, if you put your cursor over here, it gives you a little bit idea about that students. For an example, this particular student logged in 5 times within last 7 days, and on-time submission 3 out of 4 activities. The second one probably a different one. So as you can see, this gives you more flexibility, more information to you. Now, how you will be using this information is up to you. Now, for some reason, if you want to see more about a particular student, you can always click here. If you click over here, the way I shown the calculation for the whole unit engagement, it shows you the similar way, the same calculation for this particular student. So another flexibility in case of if you want to really go into to see for a student, you will be able to see which are the assignment he submitted and which are the assignment he hasn't submitted, and etc. etc. The last bit for this presentation is my new visualization that I have put through over here. Please note, don't take this visualization very seriously, at least for this session, but take it seriously just to see how it goes. There will be more changes coming to this one. Probably the title might change, all the terms that I have used, that might change. Okay. In reality, what I tried to explain over here, let me show. I put number of assignments not submitted here. and number of participants over here. So it shows 1 assignments have been submitted by 32 students. 2 assignments has been submitted by 6 students. Similarly, 4 assignments has been submitted by 3 students. So who hasn't submitted all the 4 assignments? Definitely at risk, right? So I put it within the magnitude 25 to 100. So this is definitely from my side. So let's see, it might be wrong, might be right, we'll decide later. From my side, they are probably someone who are falling behind, right? So I put it as a magnitude of 100. Now, next one, if you look at, there is a severity. The reason I put the severity is when I look throughout a unit as a total, like which one is more important to us? Is it 3 students who haven't submitted all submission, or more students who are failing to submit a submission, right? So it might be as a whole unit or as a whole institution, number of students, more students who are failing to submit, we should put more effort to them rather than probably 3 students who has already failed to submit all the assignments. So as you can see, what I'm trying to do is 2 things, is all the assignments, number of students failed to submit all the assignments versus many students who failed to submit some of the assignments. So let's see how it looks this session, and try to, at the end of the session, probably I will come back to you just for your opinion, which one is more important, which one it should be, how we should represent, and etc. etc. So this would be a good place to see all of this. How is your students, how is your unit going on in terms of submissions? And also, please note that this number of assignments is connected to this one, settings. So as I have told you, please change the last column of submission over here, so it only picks up the important submission. So if you have 20 assignments in the unit, not 20 assignments, all 20 assignments are important, right? Probably there are 5 assignments that are important to this unit to consider whether students are engaging or failing or not.